1956. It has been conferred autonomous status by the UGC for 10 years and is accredited with A grade by NAC. So the program is designed to empower faculty members with contemporary knowledge, tools, and strategies to foster innovation and sustainability in pharmaceutical sciences. Definitely by the end of this program, participants will be well equipped to integrate sustainability principles into their teaching and research, contribute to the development of environmentally responsible healthcare solutions, and inspire emerging faculty to pursue innovation-led and socially impactful advancements in the pharmaceutical field. We are delighted to share that over 150 participants from 35 colleges across India have registered for this faculty development program. We are honored to have eminent resource persons contributing to this event. So, dear participants, we encourage you to make the most of this opportunity, engage actively, interact with experts, and enrich your knowledge. A total of 8 insightful sessions have been thoughtfully planned for the work. And one more thing, daily attendance is mandatory and participants are required to submit the feedback form at the end of the FDP. Certificates will be issued only upon successful completion of attendance and feedback submission. So once again, we are very thankful to our dynamic principal, Dr. Sunita Garu, and our management for giving this opportunity. So it is my pleasure to introduce the chief guest for inauguration of the faculty development program. He is an eminent person in the pharmacy field, Dr. S. Vidyadhara. So Dr. S. Vidyadhara is serving as professor and principal of the prestigious Chebrolu Hanumaya Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Since its inception, Dr. Vidyadhara awarded a PhD in pharmacy by JNTU Hyderabad. He is continuously serving the teaching profession for the past 31 years at various capacities. Dr. S. Vidyadhara has published more than 300 research and review articles in reputed national and international journals. He received Outstanding Scientist Award at INSO Conference, Pondicherry, organized during April 2023. He received Best Principal Award from Association of Pharmacy Teachers of India, AP State in the year 2022. He was also a recipient of Fellow Pharmacist Award during the 2017 by IPA. He has received Fellow of Association of Biotechnology and Pharmacy Award during 2007, and Fellow of AP Academy of Science Award during 2017. He was recipient of Best Research Paper Award in the subject of pharmaceutical technology during 9th International Convention of APTA held at Visakhapatnam in the year 2004. He has guided more than 30 PhDs at present. Dr. S. Vidyadhara is presently serving as Chairman BYS in Pharmacy Acharya Nagarjuna University. He is also nominated as member BYS in Pharmacy JNTU Gurujada Vijayanagaram. Presently, he is serving as member of Consent Management and Monitoring Committee, Vijayawada Zone, AP Pollution Board Control Board. He is also executive member of Association of Biotechnology and Pharmacy, life member of IPA, APTI. Earlier, he served as chairman, Indian Pharmaceutical Association Education Division, and present Indian Pharmaceutical Association Andhra Pradesh State Branch. He served as EC member, AP Pharmacy Council Andhra Pradesh during 2009 to 2015. He also served as external expert committee member, Departmental Research Committee, Department of Pharmacy, Krishna University, Andhra Pradesh. Presently, he is elected as and serving as chief editor, Indian Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and also editorial board member, Pharma Times. So we are deeply grateful to Dr. Vidyadhara for graciously accepting our invitation and joining us for this occasion. Now, I respectfully invite Dr. Vidyadhara to address the gathering.
Thank you, Dr. Ramana, for elaborate introduction. Very good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to be a part of a one-week faculty development program being organized by KVSR Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology, in association with the IPA Siddhartha Nagar branch. The topic that chosen is very apt: sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective. First of all, I must thank the Department Organizing Committee, Dr. Ramana, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutics, and the Organizing Secretary, Dr. Arifa Begum, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, and the Dynamic Principal, Professor A. Sunita Ma'am, for conducting a 1 week faculty development program on the third area, that is on sustainable innovations in drug delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective. So very apt topic, and most of the researchers who are in the field of pharmaceutical product development, so it is most essential and inevitable to know the several innovations that are being taken place in drug delivery systems. In the very olden days, the aim of producing the dosage form is to enhance the palatability and elegance of that particular dosage form. So during those earlier days, very old days, whatever the drug that is available, because you all very well know that the drugs are generally obnoxious in nature, very bitter taste and also very bad odors. To cover them, generally people used to mask them by adding some additives like sweeteners and other things and some colors, so as to make it more elegant, and thereby that particular suitable form is going to be given. Later on, the importance of the drug, its therapeutic efficacy is highlighted. So in order to enhance the therapeutic efficacy of the drug and its stability, the drugs are going to be converted into dosage forms. So in the earlier days, the dosage forms are converted in a suitable form like tablet, capsule, injectable, liquids, etc., etc. It is all mainly depends upon the drug's physicochemical properties, pharmaceutical properties, as well as physiological properties of the mankind. So based upon that, we used to develop certain dosage forms. Initially, our researchers, our innovators have started developing the dosage forms for the conventional purpose. So the conventional dosage forms mainly aim to give the stability of that particular drug in a suitable dosage form. Then from there, the dosage form that we are going to provide is aimed for extending the drug delivery for a so long period. In that particular case, now we all very well know that most of the diseases are chronic diseases. Patients who are suffering with chronic diseases need to take the medication for their lifespan. So in that juncture, again, the researchers are focusing on developing the dosage forms which could provide the desirable therapeutic efficacy with narrow margin of side effects, and thereby prolonging its drug release over a longer duration of time. So in that particular juncture, during the last 5 decades, several innovations have come up in drug delivery design. So in this particular, the main aim of designing the dosage forms is mainly focused on temporal placement and spatial placement of the drugs in a suitable format. Temporal placement is timed release in a very programmed release of that particular dosage drug from the dosage form to the patient is called temporal release, whereas spatial placement is nothing but targeting the drug to a specific site where its action, its therapeutic activity is highly desired. So based upon these two terms, temporal and spatial placements, several innovations have started. Initially, a simple sustained release matrix tablets have been developed over the years, and the main aim of these sustained release dosage forms or sustained release drug delivery is to extend the drug release over a prolonged period of time by releasing the drug in a therapeutic range, so that the main focus is the drug is going to be released over a longer duration, and thereby the concentration of the drug is going to be maintained within the therapeutic window, so that the side effects and the margin of safety of that particular drug is going to be maintained. The side effects are going to be minimized. And later on, we have focused on spatial placement of the drugs. And apart from all these things, now it is the era of green synthesis and developing of the dosage forms for the environmental friendly focus. So in this juncture, several polymers have been evolved, and now the focus is mainly on developing the environmental friendly polymers, and these polymers which can definitely help us in providing the better and safe medications. Earlier, for achieving this desired therapeutic efficacy over a prolonged period of time, we used to use some synthetic polymers which are insoluble but also not biodegradable in nature. In that cases, once the drug is released, that particular shell or whatever the polymer that is left in the body should be removed out of that particular. So now several developments have come, several suitable forms of polymers have been evolved from biodegradable to the hydrophilic polymers, and then natural polymers are also evolved. With all these innovations, now the design of drugs in a suitable dosage forms have been very much emerging for the betterment of therapy. So now from sustained release to the spatial placement, that is targeted drug delivery system, in this particular juncture, several researchers have focused on targeted therapy. Main purpose is when you give the drug in a suitable dosage form through either oral route or in a suitable form, it is going to circulate in the general circulation, and thereby the efficacy and bioavailability of that particular drug may be minimized. In order to avoid that, and also in order to minimize the side effects that are going to be produced by these particular drugs, direct placing of the drug to a specific area where its desired therapeutic activity is required. So thereby we are going to produce the better efficacy of those particular dosage forms. In that particular juncture, in the earlier days, say for example, implantable therapeutics. So where most of the anti-diabetic drugs, anti-arrhythmic drugs have been developed as implantable therapeutics, and several hormonal drugs are also developed as implantable drug delivery systems. So the main purpose is, in all these cases, when you take a diabetic patient, he or she needs to administer the drug over his entire life. So in this case, multiple dosing is the biggest challenge in that particular. So in order to avoid the multiple dosing, so a particular dose or a particular device or a particular formulation which could able to release the drug for a so prolonged duration of time, maybe for 1 week or 10 days or 15 days or 1 month, thereby the patient is more comfortable and patient compliance can be enhanced. In that particular, now implantable therapeutics is one of the best example where hormonal therapy, particularly for ladies, it has been evolved. In that, initially to develop these particular implantable therapeutics, the researchers have tried to develop a formulation by using some kind of fats, particularly the edible cholesterol is being used. With that cholesterol, this particular hormone is admixed and it is incorporated into the subdermal layers of the skin. So somehow it was worked out, but there are associated with some side effects, and also irregular dose release has been happened in that particular case. So later on, accidentally these implantable therapeutics have been evolved in American Defense Research Station, where the scientists are trying to develop a particular medicated stent. So they have tried to incorporate some drug into the stunts, and they wanted to test how this particular drug is going to be released. In that particular juncture, they incorporated a dye called methylene blue into the stunt and incorporated into that. And when it is incorporated, it started leaching out of that particular stunt, and thereby the controlled release of that particular dye has been observed. Based upon that, the implantable therapeutics have been developed and several innovations have come up in that particular one. Osmotic drug delivery is one of the best drug delivery. So thereby highly temporal placement as well as spatial placement of the drug is going to take place over a prolonged duration of time. So like that, several innovations have come, not only implantables. Of course, for any new drug delivery system that we are going to develop, it is associated with one or the other side effects. So in order to overcome all these things, several innovations have come. Now particulate drug delivery system has been emerged in the form of nanotechnology and also liposomal drug delivery system, biocompatible carrier drug delivery systems, and protein and peptide drug delivery systems. With all these things, when the size of the particle is reduced to a tiny stage, that is to the nano stage, depending upon the size, we can target that particular tiny particulate system to the specific area of the body by using certain devices. And also we have seen several externally regulated drug delivery systems like sonophorsis, iontophoresis drug delivery systems, as well as magnetic controlled drug delivery systems, ultrasonic controlled or modulated drug delivery systems. Several innovations are emerged into the market. Apart from all these things, when it comes to the cancer treatment, we are using several types of nano technology in developing some chemotherapeutic drugs. Even then, they are all associated with certain kind of side effects. So in order to avoid and also in order to achieve the better treatment, now personalized drug delivery systems have been emerged. In this case, in personalized drug delivery systems, immunomodulated drug deliveries are now emerged as immunotherapy or targeted therapy, particularly in case of cancer treatment. That is going to give better efficacy than the existing chemotherapeutic drugs. Apart from that, now another area of novel drug delivery innovations is that is chronopharmacokinetic drug delivery. So based upon the circadian rhythms of the human being, we are going to develop the suitable dosage forms. So based upon that, so certain diseases, they are going to follow some circadian rhythms. Say for example, MI, myocardial infarction, acute myocardial attack is going to come across at the early hours of the early hours in the morning. Similarly, acute asthmatic attack is going to come across at the late night, that is after 12. So like that, several diseases are also going to follow circadian rhythms. In that case, by using the chronopharmacokinetic modules, we are going to develop certain dosage forms which can release the drug based upon the circadian rhythms of that particular disease, and thereby keeping the patient more safely by controlling or minimizing such kind of attacks that are going to prone during the particular time, and thereby we can save the lives of that particular patients. Apart from all these things, polymeric material, design of polymeric materials, it is one of the thirst area where several researchers are focusing on developing of newer polymeric materials and also developing of newer herbal drug moieties. So with this, green environment is going to be established by reducing the side effects associated with several drugs, by minimizing the complications that are going to arise with several polymers. By using such kind of environmental friendly materials, we can use to develop more human friendly, more environment friendly dosage forms. And now Ayush is mainly focusing on several natural folklore from where several active drug moieties as well as some pharmaceutical excipients that are going to be isolated. Based upon that, more human friendly, more environmental friendly materials are going to be coming across. Even in the synthesis of the materials, green synthesis is now adopted. With all these innovations, several innovations are taking place, and no doubt our pharma sector is sustainably growing in developing several new drug delivery systems which are highly essential for the welfare of the mankind on the globe. With these few words and with the introductory remarks, I once again thank the organizing committee, particularly Dr. G. Ramana, Professor, Head of the Department, and Arifa Begum, Organizing Secretary, and the Dynamic Principal, Dr. A. Sunita Ma'am, and all other crew members of Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences. And my special greetings to all the eminent personalities who are going to deliver their talks, which can enlighten our young fraternity, pharma faculty for learning several new trust areas of our pharmaceutical drug delivery systems. And once again, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
So
you.
we wholeheartedly thank you, sir, for gracing us with your inspiring words. Your address has truly motivated us to embark on this enriching learning experience with enthusiasm. Dr. S. Vidyadhara, sir, has focused on breakthrough innovations in drug delivery systems like implantable drug delivery systems, osmotic drug delivery systems, biocompatible drug delivery systems, and the significance of emerging technologies like protein and peptide-based drug delivery systems, then sonophoretic, antiphoretic, and magnetic drug delivery systems. And sir has also highlighted the importance of immunomodulatory drug delivery systems in the treatment of cancer compared to chemotherapeutic drug delivery systems. And sir has focused on chronomodulated drug delivery systems, which are being very much useful for the treatment of the diseases based upon circadian rhythms like myocardial infarction, arrhythmias, and nocturnal asthma. Sir has also highlighted on environmental friendly, making efforts in the development of environmental friendly, human friendly medicinal substances through green synthetic processes. Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening speech. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome, madam.
So we are indeed grateful to all our distinguished speakers for their valuable contributions. Their presence and encouragement today have set the tone for a successful faculty development program. Now that the formal proceedings have concluded, we can look forward to the engaging sessions ahead. So let us start with the first session of this prestigious FDP program. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to the scientific session on green pharma, sustainable innovations in pharma manufacturing. The first session on green pharma, sustainable innovations in pharma manufacturing, organized by Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology in association with IPS Siddhartha Nagar branch. And the first session has to be delivered by Professor Dr. Anubha Khale ma'am. Today we are fortunate to have with us distinguished academic and industry leader, Professor Dr. Anubha Khale ma'am, who has made significant contributions to pharmaceutical sciences and education. She holds a PhD in pharmaceutics, an MPharm, and an MBA, and brings with her over 34 years of experience in pharmaceutical research and development. Her remarkable career spans leadership roles in both academia and the industry, where she has consistently demonstrated a unique blend of scientific expertise and administrative excellence. As the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology at SNDT Women's University, Dr. Anubha ma'am successfully managed more than 150 academic programs and over 200 affiliated colleges, driving innovation and excellence in pharmacy, engineering, nursing, and other fields. In her role as principal of HK College of Pharmacy, she played a pivotal role in building the institution's reputation, establishing research environments, and guiding numerous students through their MPharm and PhD programs. Her impressive record includes 64 publications in peer-reviewed journals and 3 granted patents. Her influence extends far beyond academic institutions. She has held leadership scientific positions in renowned pharmaceutical companies such as Ferring International, Unichem Laboratories, Aurobindo Pharma, FDC, IPCA, Cauchet, Russell, and Nicholas. Under her leadership, more than 100 new products and innovative drug delivery systems were developed and commercialized in the national and international market. Beyond her academic and research accomplishments, her passion for mentoring is evident in her work as the founder of Platform Skilling and Careers LLP, where she has guided over 10,000 plus students, enhancing their employability and helping them shape successful careers. Her dedication to nurturing innovation is further showcased through her mentorship of entrepreneurs, guiding more than 40 startups from the concept to commercialization stage under her initiative ARQ Solution. We are privileged to learn from Anubha ma'am's vast experience and knowledge as an academician, as an industry expert, and as an entrepreneur, managing her 2 companies as a founder. Her journey serves as an inspiration to us all, reminding us of the power of dedication, excellence, and continuous learning. We are fortunate to have you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us for today's session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. Anubha ma'am to take over the session. Over to Anubha ma'am.
Madam, you are in mute, ma'am.
So I thank you, Arifa madam, for that wonderful introduction of mine. And I welcome all of you for this today's, or I would say 1 week faculty development program, which has been, designed with really in a very thoughtful manner. So without wasting my time, I start with my presentation. And once again, I welcome you all for this faculty development program, all the participants. And I wish you, lot of value addition throughout this program. So let me share my screen with you. So are you able to see? Hello, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me know if it is going in the slideshow mode. Are you able to see in the slideshow mode?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Go
So
ahead.
yeah, sometimes the frame gets freeze. That is why I just wanted to confirm. So
Sure.
yeah. So start with, I would, would like to welcome you all for the this online faculty development program, Sustainable Innovations in Drug Delivery, a multidisciplinary perspective. And to start with, I would like to thank the Department of Pharmaceutics and Biotechnology of Siddhartha College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Siddhartha Nagar branch, Andhra Pradesh, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on green pharma, sustainable innovations in pharma manufacturing with you all on this national platform. So, since we are going to discuss uh, throughout, the week about sustainability, I hope you share. You can see the next slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So let's first understand what is sustainability as such. So in very simple words, sustainability is ability to support environmental, economic, and social processes without depleting natural resources. So here, my emphasis would be on the words without depleting natural resources. Now, when it comes to pharmaceutical industry, uh, the pharmaceutical industry has significant environmental footprint. It also has got significant impact on economic and social factors. And that is why we all, the uh, pharma professionals, must know about the current status as pharma industry, where it stands when it comes to sustainability, and what is our responsibility as a professional, whether we are in industry or whether we are in academics. What is our what way we can really contribute towards and enhancing the sustainability or managing the sustainability when it comes to pharma industry. Of course, the pharma industry, if you say, the ecosystem is very large, and there are various facets and functions, and it is very, very complex. There are many, many stakeholders, and that is why it becomes more complex thing to work around. But I'm sure after this discussion, where I'm going to talk about how where is the level or position of pharma industry when you talk about the environmental footprint and carbon footprint, environmental impacts, and when we talk about sustainability. And then we as teachers, because I think almost since it is faculty development program, all of you are from academics, and we as, because the topic we are dealing with that in the sustainability with respect to manufacturing, so you might think how it is related to us. But then in the next part of the discussion, I'm going to tell you about how we as teachers, we can actually play a big role when it comes to sustainability in pharma manufacturing. And then I'm going to also, as a third part of this presentation, I'm going to tell you as what is a small effort that I'm taking towards sustainability in my way. So the purpose of this whole thing, or this would be to so that your thinking channels will get open up, as what you also as a pharmacy teacher would be able to contribute in a more way. I'm not saying that right now you are not, but then you can definitely have some kind of a definite program towards sustainability when it comes to pharma professionals. So for that, first let us understand about greenhouse gases. I'm sure some of you or many of you must be knowing this, that the earth is surrounded by atmosphere. We know that in the atmosphere, apart from oxygen, nitrogen, we have other gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbons, ozone, nitrous oxide, and a lot of water vapor. Now all these gases, they actually form a kind of a bundle around the earth, and what they do is they protect the earth from the direct heat that is coming from the sun. So because of which the temperature, the atmospheric temperature becomes moderate, and it becomes possible for us to take up that or withstand that heat. So it is actually helping us or helping the living creatures to have that kind of a moderate heat. However, if the levels of these gases, it goes up beyond certain level, then what happens is they start absorbing the heat and they start emitting heat back to the atmosphere, and that is what is called as greenhouse effect. Now with the greenhouse effect, since it is emitting the heat back to the atmosphere, the atmospheric temperature goes up, and you all know that we call it as global warming. And global warming has disastrous effect on the climate, and we all are seeing the climate change, which is it is we are experiencing, we have started experiencing now across the globe. So when it comes to all these, the gases, I just want to tell you, how dangerous it is. We never think about it. The total greenhouse effect, out of that, around 9 to 26% of the greenhouse effect comes from, you can see this arrow comes from carbon dioxide. And 76% of this carbon dioxide, which is leading to greenhouse effect, it is human made. It is not natural. It is because of the human activities. Now this carbon dioxide, which is getting generated by human activities, it has a very long lasting impact. 40% of this carbon dioxide will take 100 years to get away from the surrounding. 20% of the remaining takes 1000 years, and 10% of that remaining takes 10,000 years to get out of the system. So you can see how long it is going to impact as we are producing carbon dioxide. Now you talk about methane. Methane remains in the atmosphere in the stable state for a lesser time compared to carbon dioxide. But the greenhouse effect of methane is 25 times, more drastic than carbon dioxide. And that is why we said methane is very, very, dangerous, and we don't want to have the methane percentage or levels going up in the atmosphere. So the current levels of carbon dioxide are 400 ppm, which is about 120 ppm higher than what it was prior to industrialization. That is around late, 1800s. So it definitely, we can say from this that industrialization has a major impact on the greenhouse effect. So let's see the carbon footprint. In the picture, you can see various sources of this carbon footprint, right from road transportation, agriculture, land and use change, and forestry and fuel production, and so on. You can read by yourself, but you can just focus here that industry is giving maximum carbon footprint, that is 20%. Now you must be thinking, we have so many industries, and which is that industry which is giving maximum carbon footprint? And usually the guesswork would narrow down on automobile industry, because we think that so many vehicles on the road, and it's, but my dear friends, the study tells that it is pharmaceutical industry who is the largest contributor of this carbon footprint. And if you see the data, it is out of total carbon footprint, 16.25% comes from pharmaceuticals, where if you see the breakup, the building energy gives 15%, the commissioned healthcare services such as hospitals and the manufacturing plants, they are going to contribute to 14.7%, transport related to healthcare and pharma 13.1%, medical instruments, equipments, diagnostics, they're giving 9% of the total sector's footprint. So isn't it really, really worrisome that on one side we're talking about, curing patients, and, we're talking about good health, but we are the biggest contributor to the carbon footprint, and we are the, industry which is actually
500 వస్తాయి నేను
which is,
చెప్పాను అవును సార్ అదే సార్ మీకు వచ్చి మనం పేరు పెట్టద్దు
Excuse me. Hello. I request the organizing secretary kindly mute all the other participants.
thank you, madam. So
Yeah.
so it is really worrisome that one side we say that we are we are talking about healthcare, and we are the people who actually take care of the healthcare of the entire globe, and we are the people who are generating the harm to the environment. So this is, it's complete disparity, and it is really really very essential that we focus on this. Now let's see, when we say that pharmaceutical industry is also giving the number one industry which is contributing to carbon footprint, what are the origins or sources of this carbon footprint? So energy consumption, you all know that pharma manufacturing is always a large scale manufacturing, so there are huge machines, heavy duty machines using lot of energy. There is a requirement of air handling units, cooling towers, so vacuum pumps. So, all these take up a lot of energy, and all our processes are using a lot of energy. If you talk about the second is water usage and water pollution. So if you see some of the, products also, they are water based. For example, injectables, liquid injectables, or liquid orals, where the product is water based, so a lot of water is used. We are so stringent about cleanliness, not having any traces of the earlier drug which is present, or which is being manufactured. So our cleaning procedures are very stringent, so a lot of water is used in cleaning, a lot of water is used for rinsing purpose. uh, there are possibilities of pollution where this cleaning is going to take out the traces, and if the effluent systems are not in place, or they are not efficient, then these traces are going to pollute water. We also generate lot of waste in terms of unused APIs, unused material, unused excipients, packaging materials. And not only that, the patients or end users, they are discarding the unused medicines, and that is a lot of waste generation that we are contributing to. Greenhouse gas emissions by synthetic chemistry, or your manufacturing of APIs, intermediates, specialty chemicals. Lot of synthetic reactions and greenhouse gas emission is there, which is contributing. And we are also impacting on biodiversity. So when we say that we are going to use natural resources, we're not going to go for synthetic chemistry, but we are using up these resources, and maybe the regeneration of these resources is not happening at the same rate. The best example is the shoe horse crab. You all know that the blood of this shoe horse crab is used for making in the diagnostic test, lal test. But because of which the 450 million old species of this shoe horse crab has is getting diminished day by day, and the problem is happening to the entire ecosystem, where the seashore birds who is to feed on the eggs of these horseshoe crabs, they are facing a lot of problems. So it is said that every year we are losing at least one species because of the pharmaceutical use, so which is really really affecting majorly damaging the biodiversity. So then, if we really want to reduce the environmental impact, uh, it's not that industry is not trying to do that, but there are a lot of challenges that we face. And what are these challenges? First of all, it is limited awareness. We do not know that we are creating so much harm, as a pharmaceutical industry. Uh, Most of us do not know that we are number one when it is coming to carbon footprint. So there is very limited awareness about it. There is also lack of comprehensive data. To take any measure, you need to have data, and then you analyze the data, take your steps towards it. But the companies are not they're not sharing data very transparently. Secondly, the processes, the products, these are confidential, these are secretive. So companies are not providing the product based carbon footprint data, and because of the lack of actual data availability, there is a problem we are facing. Our immediate priority focus is on our immediate priority. So when you talk about manufacturing, the focus is on the getting the resources, the price of the medicine, and we are not focusing, our focus is not the environmental impact. When it comes to patient care and environmental factors, for us patient comes first. So we are not going to look at what environmental impact we'll do if we're going to save some patient. For us, patient care is the utmost importance, and I would say that environmental factors become secondary. The complex and context dependent estimation. So if I have to really find out as a manufacturer, what is the extent of carbon footprint of a particular by a particular product, the processes are complex, and the estimation could be context dependent. The every perspective, the perspective of a retailer, the perspective of patient, perspective of manufacturer is different, and because of which it is difficult to fall on one line. Again, if to minimize the carbon footprint, certain measures to be taken at manufacturing level, they involve very high initial investment, and funds could be always a problem. There could be some of the measures, or some of the processes which are environment friendly, but they may get objection by regulatory authorities, and there could be regulatory hurdles not allowing those environmental friendly processes because of some other relevant issues. Again, there is very limited education about the sustainability, the environmental impact. So it is very much important that uh, the education is given at every level so that we can handle this problem. Now, sustainable innovations for green pharma manufacturing. The respected chief guest sir told us various ways how sustainable product development and innovations can bring about sustainable. I'm just going to focus a little bit on the manufacturing part. So the green chemistry approach, where the manufacturers can use alternative solvents such as water or non-ionic solvents, or solventless reactions, or go for the route of synthesis, where maximum conversion takes place into the final product and the waste is minimized. Use of biocatalysis or biocatalysts such as enzymes, which are not very I would say the energy consumption is low there. Then continuous process instead of batch process, because again there is a lot of saving of energy as well as other resources. Recycling and reuse of solvents. So that would definitely uh, add to the saving from the waste. Then another approach is energy efficiency and use of renewable energy. So renewable energy like solar energy, wind energy, or bio energy from biomass can be utilized. Using energy efficient equipment is another approach where the energy will be saved, and regular energy audits to find out where the energy loss is happening. So that will also help us towards sustainability. Water conservation and water management. So using closed loop water system in manufacturing. Closed loop means the same water keeps circulating in the system. So the same water can be used for the cooling purpose in the jacketed vessels, or for creating steam, or for heating purpose and all that. Efficient cooling towers, again there is energy saving, lot of water saving, and recycling of water. So maybe the water to be using good water management filtration systems. The water can be before putting it into the drain, it can be used into toilets and for such purposes. So use of eco-friendly packaging, because packaging also adds on a lot of waste. So recycling of packaging, we know the problem created by plastic use today. Every country is facing it. Biodegradable materials and optimize packaging design. So these are a few approaches and the way how we can actually deal with sustainable innovation, or sustainability, applying some innovations. So coming to the socio-economical factors, so we have seen or we discussed about environmental factor. Let's come to the socio-economical factors for sustainability in pharma. So whatever medicines we are um, developing, we are manufacturing, they should be safe, good quality, and they should be efficacious. Now, when they are efficacious, naturally, the use of, because they will produce a therapeutic effect, and the consumption of the medicines will go down. The wastage because of that will go down, and the efficacy part was again very well explained by the honorable chief guest, sir. So, universal health coverage is the thought which is, which is come up globally, and it was put up by WHO in 2018. Of course, it is not much that has been done here. Accessibility in rural India and medicine affordability, these are the two major objectives that Indian government uh, is looking towards it. And the National Rural Health Mission NRHM was launched in 2005 to provide accessible, affordable, and accountable quality health services to the poorest households in the remotest rural areas. So our effort, however complex things and good medicines we are developing or we are manufacturing, if they are not affordable to the poor people, or they are not they cannot reach the rural area, which is the major part of our nation, then we are not, I would say, we are not really successful. So even government is focusing on these two aspects. So, what are our drivers of socio-economical sustainability? One is improving operational efficiency so that less energy consumption, less wastage. We have discussed this at length. Reducing costs. So, when you uh, save on your material, your energy cost is going to come down. Fostering a competitive edge by environmental friendly practices. So use of biodegradable materials, use of uh, even for packaging, as well as the environment friendly materials, building greener, stronger supply chain, where the material, the logistics will be very smooth, and transportation would be very seamless. That would reduce, or that would help in attaining the sustainability, and enhance brand image and reputation for a given product among the stakeholders. And that is the final goal which any company also wants, and that is uh, final outcome of the sustainability. So going forward, we are going to see how newer technology has empowered us with green pharma approach. So Internet of Things, there is a monitoring of environmental conditions in real time, and that helps in optimizing energy use and reducing the waste. So this is something that Pharma 4.0 is promoting. And the second is artificial intelligence, where it is a predictive analysis and helps in strategic decision making. And your decision making, if it is really improved, definitely you are approaching towards better sustainability. Data analytics technology helps you with cutting edge real time monitoring of data, and it gives a better transparency and efficiency in understanding the things and taking further action. Blockchain technologies mainly useful where it is in supply chain management, or where a lot of data is or data cases have used. So it helps in greater traceability and accountability. So definitely this is going to help us in again sustaining attaining the sustainability. Now we as pharmacy teachers, how we can really participate in this whole activity, and how what role we play towards green pharma mission. So first thing is creating awareness about this concept among students. That is what we can do, because students, today's students, tomorrow's they're going to be the professionals. So creating the concept, then empower students to become messengers. See, when it's a whole ecosystem, we are talking about the the carbon footprint going up, but it is not only the manufacturer or the healthcare provider, even the patients we are using this in the society, the way we are handling the medicines, the way we are discarding the medicines. There are lot of a lot of awareness to be created, and you can always empower your students, send them in the localities, and you can actually educate the common people about it. So create mindset of sustainability in your campus, and maybe having some competitions, asking them for some sustainability ideas, and that will create a culture of sustainability among your students, at your campus. Sustainability innovation based research topics you can give to UG and PG programs. I would quickly discuss that also. And then organizing hackathons so that students get motivated, and lastly encouraging students towards entrepreneurship. So maybe there some of their ideas of sustainability could be so good that tomorrow they can come up as a startup, and that may become a unicorn. So you can always encourage your students to towards entrepreneurship with their sustainability idea. So I'm just quickly going to talk about few projects that you can give. Maybe some of you are already working towards it, but these are the projects that I am discussing. These are very much focused towards sustainability. So when we are developing something like sustain release, yes, we are contributing to sustainability, but these are the projects which would be appreciated by the manufacturing companies, and which can bring about more the academia industry academia collaboration on those grounds. So you can develop eco-friendly synthesis routes, or using route of taking a route of synthesis and evaluate environmental impact. So you just give them the existing route of synthesis, ask them to evaluate how much the gas is getting emitted, what is the level of carbon footprint, then ask them to improve upon or come out with some more uh, environment friendly method. Application of continuous manufacturing. So if there are multiple steps, can they come up with a continuous manufacturing one step process, evaluate the environmental impact on different materials and try to improve it. You can also give them a life cycle assessment for product development to find out the environmental impact. So when you say cycle assessment, you have maybe a you for a product development, it starts from the material procurement and development, then further process development. So you ask them to find out at each stage where is the higher risk, each stage how it is contributing to the environmental impact, and let them analyze it by themselves. With respect to packaging also, you can give them uh, some projects like strategies for reducing pharmaceutical waste, or biodegradable packaging, or creating recyclable packaging designs, and also reducing packaging material usage. So maybe plastic is replaced by something, or a larger container is made into compact pack where less of the material is used. So students would always come out with novel ideas on this. You can also give projects which are patient oriented, to some projects like, or some educational programs where they raise patient awareness about sustainable pharmacy practices, which I mentioned some time back. Designing the packaging that is easy to use, or it is accessible to disabled people, or it is smart packaging or packaging reminders. So these are the newer ideas which are actually going to lead to sustainability, and you can always give this kind of projects to the students. Now, further, I'm going to discuss what I, as a researcher, and I'm as a teacher or academician, what is my initiative towards sustainability. Because when we talk about the entire ecosystem, and the basic component of this ecosystem is a student. Because this student, pharmacy student, he becomes tomorrow's professional. So it actually starts from there. And I believe skilling them and making them employable, better employable, is actually one of the uh, tasks that we can, or one of the effort that I can put, or we can put towards sustainability. And that is what I am doing in a kind of a structured manner, using modern scientific tools. So with the prior permission of the organizing committee, I would just quickly like to share about how I am contributing towards sustainability through students employability. So this initiative is called as Platform, which is first of its kind forum for healthcare professionals, and it is directed towards the 360-degree development of students for improved employability. So basically, it is a platform is bridging relationship between industry and academia. We all know that there is huge number of students graduating and today all across the country, and still there is skilled professionals demand by industry is not yet fulfilled. So what is required is, apart from the curriculum, supplementary focus skilling, and that is what platform is giving. Now when it comes to uh, what we are doing, or who we are as platform team, we are mentors of students on the path of professional skilling, industry readiness, and employability. So once the students become industry ready, of course their employability goes up, and that is again contributing in a great manner to the sustainability of the entire ecosystem. We are a partner of institutes for staff trainings and training of their students, and we are mentors for pharma professionals for reskilling and upskilling. Now we are doing it 360-degree student development through our various initiatives, and one of the two initiatives I'm going to discuss in detail because they use modern scientific technique. So just to list out, it is we are doing the psychometric assessment, counseling, mentoring. We also have interview readiness using AI driven practice tool, which I'm going to explain quickly. We do have flagship program to orient students towards in the all the dimensions. Skill development modules for skilling, upskilling, reskilling of students and professionals, industry readiness programs, workshops, and finally we also help the students and institutes with internships and placement through our programs. So coming to the interview practice tool, which is something very, very interesting and AI based tool, where the interview is conducted online by the AI avatar. You can see this AI avatar here, who is a looks like a human figure asking questions. Now this the AI avatar would be asking questions which would be role based. So if a student is giving interview for QA, the questions would be related to QA. The AI then assesses this or evaluates this entire interview on the basis of the correctness of the answer, time taken for the answer, then body language, communication. So all these aspects are evaluated by the AI, and it comes out as a report. So at the end of the session, student can download this interview which he has practiced. He himself can see how he has performed in that interview. Alongside, he'll also get a report, not man-made, but it is generated by AI, which will tell the correct answer as well as where he or she has, I won't say gone wrong, but needs to improve. And what was the problem with every question? So every answer gets evaluated separately. So that is a beautiful tool that we are helping students to practice for interview. We also have Career Explorer program. Again, this is very modern and novel program where we are doing psychometric assessment for behavioral assessment of students, where behavioral strengths and limitations are assessed. Now, this psychometry is different than what we do after 10th or 12th. Here it is, we are not judging any aptitude. We are doing behavioral test. Now, it is very simple. No, everybody cannot become a salesperson. Everybody cannot become a teacher. Everybody cannot become a researcher. We all have studied the same thing, but everyone cannot do everything. Why? Because our personalities are different, and the psychometry would assess the personality of a student, and then it fits this personality against various personalities required for different job roles, coming out with best fit job role, suggesting to the students in the form of a report. And there is one-on-one counseling happening with the student with this report, not only giving them the limitations, but also talking about the developmental inputs, how they can actually work on their personality if they are not having good fitment in that particular job role, but still they want to pursue there. So it is going to help them a lot. And a mentoring, one-on-one mentoring with respect to higher education goals and career mapping. So here a student gets a very, very clear picture, a clear picture of the career path, what options are available, in which area he's strong, what is that he should do. And it's a complete hand holding. Going ahead, he can take up the skilling modules, and finally he can prepare for his interview using the interview practice tool. So we actually covering the entire flow of activities which will support the student for enhanced employability. So my another initiative as ARQ solution, I'm helping the startup ideas from concept to commercialization. So you can see a very young dynamic girl from engineering. She's launched her nutraceutical product, where it was just a concept of giving a healthy nutritious drink, and today the product is in the market. So I'm sharing this because you can think how you also can contribute, and if anything you need to do for your institute, for your students, or you want any kind of help, please feel free to come back to me. You can quickly click this picture where I'm giving my email ID, as well as I'm giving my mobile number, which is also there on WhatsApp. And always feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm also on LinkedIn, so you can always connect me on LinkedIn as Anubha Khale, Khale, and you're always welcome. So with that, before I end my session, I would extend my sincere thanks to the principal madam, Sunita madam, for giving me this opportunity. And I also thank uh, Dr. Arifa Begum madam, who was actually she and her team was continuously, coordinating to make this program successful. So thank you very much. And I think we have 5 minutes. If any questions are there, I think the forum is open for discussion.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I invite participants to interact with Anubha ma'am, and if you have any queries, you can get it clarified.
So please feel free to ask any doubt, any question. If I'm able to answer, definitely I'll try to answer. These are some of the references uh, which I have used for my presentation. So, madam, you can ask them to write any questions in the chat box, or maybe, if they're
Yes,
not
ma'am.
able
Yes,
to.
ma'am.
Shall I stop sharing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have a small query, ma'am.
Yeah.
In industry scenario, there will be a lot of strategies to reduce the carbon footprint and do the possible innovations in a sustainable fashion. But in at laboratory scale, at academia level, what kind of projects can be taken by students? How we can help the students?
Yeah, so actually I'm just trying to yeah, I'm just trying to stop my screen sharing. uh, Anyways, yeah, stop sharing. Yeah. So yeah,
Ma'am,
that's a nice question. The projects that I put up or I shared, uh, these projects you can take up with at a very small level. Basically here it is again generating, what you are doing with that is you are also creating, the awareness. Say for example, if you are for pharmaceutical chemistry, whatever day to day practicals also they are doing, and if there are any synthetic reactions that they are doing. I think I'm not a chemistry person, but then definitely farm chem teachers can do it in a they can visualize, or they can think in a better way. uh, they can we can ask them to look at what are the gases coming out, giving them as an activity. Now when it comes to projects, say formulation development projects also, uh, we can always find out for sustainability if there are any material that can be used from something that is thrown out. For example, I'm just giving an example, random example, that we have this coconut scale, or we have some fruit peels which we are not using. Okay, so certain things of that sort, or if it is some extraction process that you are doing, for pharmacognosy, then are they using the very friendly solvents, environment friendly solvents, how they can work around it. And of course this it's a research, so they have to uh, find out these things.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I can I go with the closing remarks, ma'am?
Hello, I'm not getting you. Yeah.
Can I go with the closing remarks, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we are indeed grateful to all our distinguished speakers, especially today's first session being held by Dr. Anubha Khale, ma'am. is very, very truly inspiring. Madam has made significant demonstration on sustainability, greenhouse effect, what are the positive factors for the carbon footprints. Madam has highlighted from the fundamentals to the core of measures that are being taken in pharmaceutical industry as well. So ma'am has highlighted or has given the overview of the environmental impact of pharma industry, then challenges faced by pharma industry in reducing the environmental impact. And that can be done, the major challenges that are faced by pharma industries towards this sustainable innovations is limited awareness, lack of comprehensive data, patient care over environmental factors, then regulatory hurdles, limited education, and initial high investments is also one of the major challenges faced by pharma industries. Sustainable innovations for green pharma manufacturing. Under this aspect, Madam has highlighted the significance of green chemistry approaches like use of alternative solvents, by use of biocatalysts, or adopting continuous processes, recycling and reuse of solvents, then choosing highly energy efficient and renewable energy systems, and these can be integrated in pharma industries. Water conservation and management can be done towards sustainable innovations. Use of eco-friendly packaging materials also. And ma'am has also highlighted on social economic factors for sustainability in pharma, like safety, quality, and efficiency. These are the key factors which need to be taken care of. And in her talk, ma'am has also highlighted on green pharma empowered with technologies like Internet of Things, IoT for devices, artificial intelligence, data analytics technology, and blockchain technology. Ma'am has also highlighted on the projects regarding sustainable innovations in pharma industries, what are the strategies for reducing waste in pharmaceutical industries, and that can be done through raising awareness, patient awareness, efficient use of materials, and recycling and reuse of various materials used in technologies. And it is truly inspiring, ma'am. It is truly inspiring to see you as the founder of two organizations, effectively managing both the fund organizations founded by you. Ma'am has also highlighted on platform skilling and careers LLP. It is truly inspiring to see the outcome of her efforts in the form of bringing some successful nutraceutical products through innovative technologies. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are truly honored to have you.
Thank you, Arifa madam, and thank you to your entire team. And I wish all the best to all the participants and the organizers to have wonderful sessions throughout this week. And let's start marching towards green pharma. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dear participants, we'll be sharing the attendance sheet link in WhatsApp group. Please fill the form and submit by today itself. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I can leave now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay. Thank you.
Dear participants, we are closing the session now. We'll join for the second session tomorrow in the afternoon session by 3 p.m. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, Chairman, sir.